Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss a very important question of English section, that is error detection. Okay, so we are just going to discuss the strategies which we are going to use to solve the questions of error detection, and then we would solve the most repeated questions just to get an idea about how to get 100% accurate marks for the questions of error detection. Okay, we'll just have a look at the strategy that we are going to apply to solve error detection questions. The first thing is read the sentence carefully. This is very important. Read each and every part of the sentence very carefully. Next, check the tense. Okay, the sentence as the question of error detection is divided into 4 to 5 parts. You have to check the tense of all the parts. You have to check that the tense is going parallel. The tense of all the part is going parallel. So check the tense. Next is check the subject and verb agreement. This is very important. Now what is the subject and verb agreement? That if the subject is singular, then the verb is going to be singular. If the subject is plural, then the verb also is going to be plural. Okay. Now when we talk about the subject can be noun and it can be pronoun. Okay. So this is the thing that you have to keep in mind regarding the subject and verb agreement. Next is check the parallelism. It can be in terms of tense as we discussed, and it can also be regarding the degrees of adjective that we have to take care. We have to check that everything is going parallel. Next is check the usage of prepositions. Prepositions like of, in, on. These are the prepositions we need to check that appropriate prepositions are used in the sentence. Okay. Next is check the usage of nouns, usage of pronouns, verbs are followed. They are properly used in the sentences. And the last thing is check the modifiers. Modifiers, when we say, it is the adverbs as well as adjectives, right? Adverb modifies verbs. They give additional meaning to the verb, whereas adjective modifies nouns. So you have to check. Many a times what will happen, noun is modified by the word which is an adverb, or the verb is modified with the word which belongs to be an adjective. So we have to take care of the modifiers in the sentence. So these are the strategies that we are going to check when we are going to solve the questions of error detection. So after having discussed the strategies, let us solve the questions of error detection. So here we have our first question. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to read the question carefully. Okay. So no sooner did I come out of my home to go to market when it started raining heavily, which drenched me completely. Okay, and the last part is going to be no error. So here you need to pay attention that it is not necessary that all the time there are going to be the error in the sentence. Many a time the questions which are asked have no error at all. Okay, so be careful, read the sentence carefully. Yes, we have got the error in this sentence, right? No sooner. Now the sentence is starting with no sooner. So we know the common usage, we know the common used pairs of words like no sooner is associated with then, right? Hardly, hardly and scarcely is used with when, and as is used with a pair of as, right? So this is our basic knowledge. We know that how these words are used together. So here, no sooner did I come out of my home to go to market. As you can see, this second incident has just taken place after the first part of the sentence. So here, instead of when, the word which we are going to use is then. So hence we can conclude that there is the error in the second part of the sentence. Okay, so after understanding this particular sentence, let us move to the second sentence. Now, the second sentence, when we read the second sentence, they have been very close friends until they quarreled. No error. Now they have been. Just pay a close look at this sentence. Have. Okay. It is showing present perfect tense. Okay. They have been very close friends until they quarreled. Now you can see the sentence over here is ending with the past tense. Right. So we can conclude that the sentence is not going parallel. Okay. So in terms of verb, so here the error is in the first part, that is be. Now we will just take a look at what is the error. The word they have used, they have been, should be replaced by they had been, because the sentence demands a past tense. As if we logically understand the meaning of the sentence, it is saying until they quarreled, means after they are quarreled, now they are no more close friends. So hence we will show it in past tense that they had been close friends, and logically as well as grammatically if we see the sentence, the error is in the first part of the sentence, that is be. Going to our next question. The ground outside the village abounded with frogs and snakes. The enemies of mankind are soft and marshy, no error. Now when we look at this sentence, the very first thing that we have to take care is the subject. What is the subject of the sentence? The ground. This is the subject. Outside the village, we can say it is a prepositional phrase. Okay, as it is starting with the preposition. So here it has a prepositional phrase. So whatever may be the case, we do not have to get distracted or diverted by these reading the phrase or any clause if is added in the sentence. Okay, we would just stick to the noun. Okay, with our subject, that is a noun, the ground. So remember one thing, that always the subject will only affect the verb and nothing else. So here a verb, again we have one more clause, that is abounded with frogs and snakes. We have one more another clause that is added, the enemies of mankind. So we have to take care that we have to focus on the noun, and the noun is are. But we can see which is a plural verb. Okay, so we can see over here that the ground is singular subject. Our subject is singular. Hence, a verb is going to be singular, that is. So hence we can say that the error is in the fourth part of the sentence. Okay. Moving to our next question. One should look after their parents, no error. Now there is one very important, as this type of questions are commonly asked in the exams. So we need to make a note of this thing, that whenever the pronoun, now here one is playing the role of a pronoun. Whenever the pronoun one is used, it always has to follow the pronoun ones. Okay, and not their or he or she. Okay, one will always be followed by the pronoun one. That means the error is in the third part of the sentence. So here we can read it. One should look after one's parents. This is going to be the correct sentence. Okay. So let us go to our fifth sentence. That is, the newly government reiterated its commitment to the development of the poor, no error. Now here you would see the newly government. Yes, we got our error. Our error is in the first part of the sentence, right? The newly government. Now when we talk about government, government is a noun. Okay, which part of speech? It is a noun. So the verb which is modifying the government. Now what is newly? Newly is an adverb. So here we can see that the government, the noun government is used with a wrong modifier, that is adverb. Instead of new, it has to be either new or it should be newly elected government, because this adverb always modifies verb and not the noun. So hence the error is in the first part. So this was all about error detection. So we have our live classes, we have our ebooks, we have various programs like GD and What Interview, we have our mentorship. So if you want to avail these benefits, you can contact our team on the number 882-8581-455. Okay, and to get our link, you can go through our description box given below. You can follow us on our YouTube channel, Facebook channel, Instagram, as well as our Telegram channel. Okay, thank you.